So you might be thinking, I'm young. I don't have too much experience leading. And that's the truth. That's the honest truth. And so there's this natural difficulty of how can I be a good leader if experience is a huge part of being a good leader if I'm young, if I don't have experience. It's true. So there are two ways to grow as a young leader. The first is by being humble. Being humble. Why is this? Well, humility is this recognition that there is equal dignity among all people. Every person on this earth has equal dignity and an infinite dignity as that. And so that you're not better than me, I'm not better than you. Or that humility is the recognition of that, right? So humility is a great skill. It's a great virtue that helps you to gain, learn, experience from others. The humble person is able to enter a new environment in which they are a leader, in which they do not have much experience, and learn from others. Learn from the people that they're even leading, right? So a perfect example of this, a 22, 23-year-old recent college grad who was a civil engineering major. He ends up on the job site, right? The work site, and they're building a building. There are people on that job site who have been doing that for the last 2-3 decades, and they clearly have a lot more experience than this young buck, right? So if he's humble, he'll realize that, and he'll be able to ask questions, and he'll be able to lean on the experience of the people that he is leading. Humility is so core, it's so key for the young leader, because the young leader really does not know much. He doesn't have the experience, but he can learn from the experience of others through humility. So that's the first approach, lean on humility. Another approach is to lean on reading. So you can learn from the experience of others. Of course, it's better if it's your own experience, but especially for a young leader, a big part of learning about leadership is learning from the experience of others. Read books about great men, about great leaders, read books about great companies, great projects that were accomplished. Learn from their mistakes, learn from their successes. You'll actually be able to kind of live the life of these leaders so that their experience becomes your own experience. So that's as a young leader, and that's all of you guys are young, this is what you have to lean on: humility and on the experience that you can gain from reading about great leaders. And that's it. That's really what I wanted to talk to you about during this class. We talked about what leadership is, what are the skills that you need to lead, and what are ways in which you can grow in leadership.